What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be doing a review of my Trick or Treat Studios Ben Tramer mask. Now, I know that I've had this for a very long time. I've had it for almost a year at this point. And I have not done a review on it yet. Reason being, I guess I just forgot to do it. I genuinely just forgot. And so, you know, it's the spirit of Halloween. We're in almost done October, unfortunately. But yeah, I just thought it would be a good idea to review it finally after all this damn time. And just doing my my room tour review reminded me to do it. By the time this gets uploaded, that video would have already been out for at least a day. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the mask. Alrighty, so here is the Ben Tramer mask, and my goodness, this mask loves to shed. The hair on this thing sheds like crazy, and it's not so much that you just pull it out and it all comes out, even though a little does, but just like this thing floating around, the hair, like if I were to shake this, which I'm not going to do, hair would start going everywhere, and it's very, very annoying. None of the other TOTS masks really do that, so I don't know if it's just because they used a different type of hair for this. It definitely feels a little different than their other masks, but yeah, there's not really a whole lot to say about this mask. It's the Boogeyman sculpt from TOTS. The only difference really is obviously the painting, and it's got sideburns still, like the Halloween 4 style. And I've seen some rehauls for these. They're just making for regular H1s, and they look really good. But yeah, I got the hair all frizzed out. Now, when I first got it, the hair was not like this. The hair was very matted down. I kind of had to frizz it out myself. And I always like to have the little part of it flapping down like that, because that's how it is in Halloween too. He does have like a little piece of the hair like flapping down like that. But yeah, obviously the idea is to have the mask's hair very sloppy and a mess. And you know, they opted for like a gray tone on this for some reason. Even though in the movie it definitely looks more like a silver. It has like more of a shiny sheen to it, but again, they opted for gray for this. And I would say the latex pull on this is actually pretty thick compared to a lot of the other TOTS masks. I was pretty impressed with how thick the pull was, but yeah, like I said, there's not a whole lot to really say. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the way the hairline was applied. It's that shitty. Like the way they glue it down, it's that shitty process that they do. They do it with a lot of masks. They stopped doing it with their Kills and Ends masks, and unfortunately they started going back to it seems, for this, even though this came out before. But you get what I'm saying, like, but yeah, I do think they did a good job though overall capturing. I mean, I really only got it just to kind of complete the collection. Like I said, you guys know how I am with Myers masks. I'm not out there to try and like have every single damn one, or like have every single like one look extremely official to the films. Like obviously TOTS, they're good masks for the pricing, but they're not the most accurate. You know, a lot of them have bad paint jobs, bad hair. I almost did purchase a Cemetery Gates Productions Warlock. But I don't think he makes them anymore. But I before he stopped making them, I was going to buy one. And I looked at, I was like, I came this close to pulling the trigger on one. And I looked at the price. And then I was like, the weight is really what stopped me from doing it. It was like a 5 or 6 month wait. And I was like, I don't know if I feel like doing that right now for the money that it costs. Because they're like $290 masks once everything's said and done. And for whatever reason, I can't find any on eBay. I search my ass off on eBay looking for good ones, and I can never find them for whatever reason. I'm definitely going to continue looking. I also noticed that I think the company's called Tinsley put out a new H2 mask that looked pretty good. I mean, it arguably rivals the way TOTS looks, but you can tell theirs isn't latex. It kind of looks like the NECA one, where it might be like made out of fucking clay. But if I ever see those out in the wild, I might try and get my hands on one of those. Even though they're pretty pricey, they're like $80, but anyway, I'm sidetracking just for the lack of shit I have to say about this mask. Like I said, there's really not much to talk about, but I guess I'll try it on for you guys, show you guys how it looks. Get a little this going on here. This is actually the first time I've ever put the mask on. And like I said, it looks ridiculous, but again, it's kind of supposed to. But that's Ben Tramer's mask. Oh, their hair is going everywhere. My goodness. Put my hat back on. But in terms of size, because I know I've had some comments where I've done mask reviews and people like question me about the size. Obviously, I don't know specifics, but in terms of like where it stacks up with their other masks, I think it's a little bigger than their Kills mask. Definitely smaller than their Ends. I'd say it's around the same size as their TOTS H1, like the official Halloween one for TOTS. I'd say it's probably around that size. But yeah, that is the Ben Tramer mask review. I'm sorry this video wasn't very long. There's not much to say about the mask. It's pretty plain. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.